Yep. It's cold.
Rain out here in LA.
It's so cold.
Give me 2 seconds, bro. Give me 2 seconds.
How are we supposed to keep peace?
You're supposed to keep peace. So cold in the beat.
It's so cold in the
beat. I'm still tripping off that.
Oh, yeah. Yo.
Yeah.
Did you see what Anita Baker posted? I know not Patty, but did you see what Anita Baker posted, man?
No, what she say?
Anita Baker is going through it with her label. She
what?
Like basically she basically was like she's like, yo, I outlived my deal. Like, yo, after a certain point, they have to give me back my publishing, my masters, and all that stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
So now that I've outlived the deal, it's been the 30 years, and now they're fighting the label that she was signed to is now contesting that.
You can't contest it. That's been set in stone for like ever.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. So
how are you gonna fight it? That thing's been set in stone forever. It's well known that 30 years you get all your stuff back. Nah, bro. Come up off that.
So there's like a whole campaign to get Anita her stuff back.
All right, cool. We got Anwar up in here. We about to get rolling. You know what I'm saying? We're going to look ready on the right and ready on the left. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
How you like that Coming to America movie, y'all?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
How you like that Coming to America movie?
Late ill kid at OneYoungsta, hold it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today, coming with another wonderful episode of That's Right, Beast Vibes Life. All the Horsemen here, doing our thing, killing it, just frying it up on the skillet.
Skillet is on the stove, get it frying.
That's what we're saying right now. Yeah. So, before we get started, I am joined by some awesome people. Right over here, checkerboard flag waving, all right? ARC, Father Part 3, ARCKATRON, what's up?
Hey y'all, it's ARCKATRON. That's ARCKATRON.com is where you can find all my stuff. And I have updates soon and working on a lot of stuff.
That's what's up. And bottom square, kicking it with Vanessa Bell. You know what I'm saying? Anwar HighSign.
Vanessa Bell, you know that's my boo thing. Yeah, man. ANWARHIGH. That's I have stuff on the way. I got updates soon. That's all I got to say right now. Biting off my man. Real quick.
And
updates. I got updates too.
Oh, Diagonal Square, joined by a small conspiracy Pete. Regular conspiracy Pete. What's up?
What up? Got a little man with me today. You say hi? You say hi? You say hi? Oh, now you want to be shy.
Hold the babies. EVL is for the babies.
For the babies.
Except when it's not.
So
but they'll understand when they get older.
We get a good chance today to get into some fun news stories. I wanted to start it off with some good news. How should I say congratulations? How should I say thank you, sir? How should I say you have arrived? Kevin Durant and Alchemist praised Freddie Gibbs ahead of huge Grammy weekend. LeBron James isn't the only future NBA Hall of Famer that has his ears to what's hot in the hip hop game these days. Durant is also on top of his music choices, especially when it comes to his close friend, Freddie Gibbs. Basically, the quote says, "It just feels like he's only hitting his prime now." The Brooklyn Nets All-Star forward said he can make records with anyone, but still has versatility and killer mentality in the booth. You can tell how much he cares about his art, and no one is more authentic. In his music, you can see both the humor and the pain. Most recently, he's been, doing this thing, stuff with Madlib, but also, of course, Alfredo with Alchemist. And, those albums have been, how should you say, critically acclaimed. And the Recording Academy nominated Gibbs and Alchemist for Best Rap Album for the 2020 critically acclaimed collaborative effort, Alfredo. Guys, how y'all feeling? Are y'all feeling the love I'm feeling right now? Are y'all feeling as good as I'm feeling? You know what I'm saying?
As far as KD or for KD or for
Gibbs?
For Freddie Gibbs. Yeah, shout out to Freddie Gibbs. Shout out on the Grammy nomination. Even though we shouldn't be seeking that type of validation because they don't really F with us. You did.
Yeah, it's true. But it's always good to get. It's always good to get noticed. It's always
prestigious.
Good.
It's prestigious. It's been prestigious. It'll continue to be prestigious, and it's a statement to get a Grammy.
I'm gonna flip.
Oh, you gonna flip?
Yeah, I mean, it's prestigious to get a Grammy, whether we agree with it or not. So
Flipping out.
As Royce said yesterday or so, your attitude changes about. I'm paraphrasing completely, but your attitude about Grammys changes once you get nominated for a Grammy. It's like, the Grammys ain't that bad. So no.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you kind of got to take the good with the bad. But I am glad to see him getting recognition because it seems like, like folks like us have been recognizing him for a while, but for a wider audience to recognize, I mean, of course, with a wider audience comes changes, possibly, who knows? But right now, it's good to see people saying like, "Hey, man, he's putting in the work, dope stuff," and definitely the humor. Like Freddie Gibbs is just funny, man. But like the music, the music's always cool, and it's good. It's good to see him getting a look. You know what I'm saying? How about you, ARCKATRON? Where you at?
Of the Grammy side, other than that, it's cool that he's getting the recognition and whatever.
All right.
But yeah, it's just the Grammys, like.
All right, I feel you. Well, moving on.
I congrats to him.
And
ask me how I feel about it.
Side note, going back to the
well, I mean, you kind of said
part,
it, but you didn't.
I didn't. I just said what Royce said.
Oh, well, sorry. Excuse me, sir. How do you feel about it?
I don't care. I'm not happy about it or unhappy about it. I don't care. It's great for him.
He's been waiting for that.
I have no feelings at all about it whatsoever.
Thank you, babe.
Good for him.
Hey, Gibbs, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud. I'm glad you're doing your thing. Now you can take whatever 25 I let you hold. Remember, way back when I let you hold that $25, you needed gas money, but I got you, and now you give me that. You know what I'm saying?
I got your money, Fofty. I got it.
But nah, for real, man. Alchemist, Gibbs, Alfredo, it's cool. It's a very cool album, and I was listening to that and Bandana today, just enjoying the celebratory vibe, if you will.
I like Fun Dip.
We just said you like Fun Dip.
I like it better than Alfredo.
Which one?
Tell the people what Fun Dip is.
Fun Dip is me and Arcka's first of multiple capsule collections of songs that ultimately will make up our album together. Our burgeoning work. You
can't reference that if we ain't heard it. You gotta let us hear it.
I just did.
Yeah, I heard it.
First of all, you heard it.
I've heard it.
Well, so we
said you have a collection of songs.
Those were the joints that were in the group chat.
Yeah, we see the NERDSoul.
Oh, so it's only those three.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see that Nerd
Oh,
Soul
I
is
thought it was
not gonna
more.
rock with us until we get the Grammy nod, so it's all good. We gonna
Nah, bruh.
keep it moving.
I already commented on those 3 songs. I was thinking that there were more. So all
He
right, I've
didn't.
already
there's
heard the
more.
There
3.
are more.
But
Then
this
why we
is the
ain't heard
first.
them?
But this is the first of many, is what we're saying. First collection of many.
See how they be hiding the flames, y'all? They be hiding the flames.
We ain't had no flames. We've been fanning the
Flames are
flames.
hidden.
We fanning the flames.
Oh, the flame. Are you fanning them?
Fanning them.
Oh,
Side
man.
note, NERDSoul, is KD the new Chris Webber?
Is KD the new Chris Webber?
As far as being the like, no. As far as being like the ghost producer. Because we know that Chris Webber did some joints for Nas.
I know he did a joint for Nas.
Yeah, Chris Webber did 2 joints for Nas.
What was the other one? I didn't think.
Could he?
It don't matter. It don't matter. I we'll look it up later.
He did 2 beats for Nas.
But
So I know KD does beats too. Like, I wonder how many uncredited joints he's done for rappers.
We'll see. We'll table that. I'm gonna need. Anyway, moving on. We do have. I saw this trending. I want to say earlier this morning or maybe yesterday. There and now I don't know this rapper unfortunately, but a Houston rapper named Obi Noir was shot and killed. And of course, unfortunately, similar to the show Hip Hop Uncovered that we were watching a little bit. I mean, watching and following. This is yet another situation where I think, to paraphrase Anwar, like one of the things where you just like wish these, people were able to live a little bit longer to like look back at situations. Because when I saw it, I was like, huh? Another rap? I was like, kind of like out of the blue. But the way it's reported, it says, of course, gun violence has again claimed the life of another burgeoning rapper. According to the Cron, the body of 28-year-old Houston activist and artist Obi Noir was identified on Monday following a downtown shooting. Witnesses who heard gunfire in the distance saw Obi running down the street as a vehicle drove around the block as if it was chasing him. 2 unknown males exited the vehicle, fired several shots, and of course, he collapsed on the street. So it's just one of those things where it seems like, and maybe it's just I'm seeing it more due to like tags and stuff like that. But I'm wondering if this stuff is starting to trend up again, as far as like the frequency is starting to trend up again, because it seemed like it was kind of cool for a second, where things kind of like settled a little bit. And now it seems like a lot of online beef and stuff is kind of starting to kick up again. But to the panel, how y'all feeling about that?
Is it any? Go ahead.
I hadn't gotten a chance to check out any of his music. Not that matters. When the young man has lost his life. It's sad. It seems like he was well loved in his community, from what I gathered in passing. And as we said, it's like a young guy, and the gun violence is so redundant and so unnecessary. And I get the politics and the things that us not being street dudes or being formerly street dudes maybe are not tapped into in the same way. I get that there are elements to it, but you always just wish it could go a different way. People don't really get a chance to live their purpose.
Yeah, especially seeing how when I saw this, I started wondering like, hey man, it seemed like it's weird. And maybe it's like of course an ebb and flow, but it seemed like we had things like King Von, and we'll talk about like King Von a little bit later, but stuff like King Von, and it seemed like okay, cool. It's kind of settling. Maybe things are starting to trend to a more. I'm not saying people are never going to disagree or beef, but to a situation where maybe not as much gun violence and stuff like that. But now, once I saw that trending, that linked to a whole bunch of other stuff where it's like there's a whole bunch of current beef still running. I mean, of course, these are rappers that I don't really know, but there's a lot of gun waving. There's a lot of Instagram videos where it's like, yo, this could be taken to another level, and we're gonna have another one of these articles next week, week after next, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just sad to hear, and we'll see. Because I mean, we do have, people out there. I heard a little bit of the interview from Big U and Bimmy, stuff like that, speaking about, the street politics and stuff like that. So maybe some of the, the younger cats will kind of, saying, I don't know, settle down. But then, of course, it could trend back upward. But with that said, of course, we got, jumping off of that, there was a statement from Big U on the King Von situation. And this is kind of like from him kind of running the rounds on like promoting Hip Hop Uncovered. And let's see, he was discussing King Von's murder and claimed Quando Rondo reached out to the former Rolling 60s Crip leader following the fatal encounter outside of an Atlanta hookah bar last November. And basically talking about that situation, saying the youngsters get out and then they have to have an experience before they realize I should have checked in, or I should have called, or I should have been moving a certain way. And that's basically taken from the Hip Hop Uncovered documentary. But then further on saying, you got a lot of dudes when I was here last time that claimed my neighborhood that's in this music, stuff or music-ish, but they really don't F with us until it's a problem. Then they call like Quando Rondo, like, why can't you call me now? You can call me when the fire is hot, or you only want to call me when the fire is hot. You don't F with me before that. You had my number, you could have called me. You know what I mean? How does it feel to me? How does that feel to our team? And I wanted to, I mean, of course, we're kind of staying in a down kind of, I don't know, a down kind of attitude or whatever. But I did want to ask, when it comes to checking in a situation like this where he's talking about Quando Rondo, because he kind of spoke back against the situation, saying like, hey, like, I didn't know that, he said, I didn't think we had pressure like that. And with these situations, I know, of course, we have, people saying like, yo, you got to check in. To the panel, from your experience, maybe from your friends, family, cousins, whatever, yourself or whatever, when it comes to checking in, does it matter if you're always like in, or maybe not always, or maybe routinely in contact with somebody, or if you just check in to basically check in, say like, hey, I'm coming to this town. Does it matter if you only call because you're coming? You know what I'm saying? And because at least the kind of vibe that I get is like, don't call me just because you're coming, but then I also get the vibe of call me because you're coming. You know what I'm saying? So I and let me know where y'all at with that, because for me it seems like Big U is like, yo, he needs to, kind of like stay in touch, but does it matter that much? Like, should
I'll let
PL?
Go ahead, PL.
Put it like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you go around portraying a character, right?
All right.
Or you make yourself out to be a certain type of individual, right? Wouldn't it be in your best interest to engage with people that are actually who you claim to be? That's one. Two,
Okay.
as far as the whole checking in stuff, right? Like, when we are out of town, and if we're going to a city and I know someone there, I call that person, hey, I'm coming to your city. I'll be there from such and such in this dates. What we doing? Or let me know what's going on. Da, 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 da. It just makes my trip better. It would make anyone's trip better. If you're going anywhere you would want to, and you know someone in that particular area, wouldn't it make sense to kind of check in with them? Like, hey, I'm coming. Maybe you can let me know what's going on. You can make my trip a better experience. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I think that Big U and Deb really hit the point on this. I think it's just the term checking in. Like, it's the term. It's like the kids feel like, I don't got to listen to nobody. I ain't got to check in with nobody. Da, 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 da. It's like, it's for your own benefit. And then back to the Quando Rondo stuff. I don't know the particulars or whatever. I'm not going to get into that part. But I feel you. I feel Big U. Fam, don't just call me when you need me. It's like a parent. It's like an uncle. It's like your big homie. It's like you shouldn't only call these people when you need them or when you're about to get into some stuff. Like, call me to check in on me. Say, hey, how you doing today, Unc?
Okay, I get you.
Do they have a previous relationship before this?
Yes.
To what extent?
Here's the thing. To an extent. Here's the thing, though. Well, insofar as that we definitely know, insofar as Big U has status in the gang that Quando Rondo is repping, right? Mm-hmm. So people get hung up on the checking in thing because the checking in thing has different connotations depending on who it's coming from. Now, coming from a certain type of individual, oh, you got to check in when you come to my town, it's extortion. From other individuals like a Big U who's like a trick or like a Deb, it's like, yo, like you checking in, like you really just checking in, like, yo, I'm coming through. It's a show of respect. It's a show of love. It's an acknowledgement that I understand your status in this space. It has nothing to do with any sort of, but like any of us, it's easy to tell the difference between this checking in and this checking in. So let's like get that out the way, right? Now, I do feel Big U's point where it's like, yo, gangs have a thing, right? Gangs have a thing. The thing is, no one is bigger than the program.
Yeah.
No one's bigger than the gang. When you start to get bigger than the gang, then it starts to be problems, right? So his whole thing is, before you were bigger than the gang, you didn't need to check in. I don't know you unless, you know, like, so you know me, you got my phone number, you know who I am. But when you slide through, you don't even acknowledge me. You don't say nothing. You got to you don't even, I'm like, damn, oh, the homie was just in town. He didn't even say nothing. But then, soon as something happens, you want me to use my status in the gang to smooth it over, to make it easier on the street for you. But why should I do that for you? You've given me nothing at all to say, like, you haven't even given me a common courtesy for me to hop out the window for you.
Well said.
You're only doing it because you have an issue.
Well
You're
said.
an opportunist.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, I do feel him on that, in that regard. You know, like, don't hit me up. Don't hit my line when everything's turning horrible. Everything's going left on you now. You want to hit my line and be like, yo, I'm saying, could you talk to somebody? No, I cannot talk to anybody.
Yeah,
you were bigger than the program. So be bigger than the program. You talk to him. You didn't need me.
I feel you.
You talk to him. And that's fair. That's fair in any program. Gang related, not gang related. Anyone would react that way.
Yep.
I get you on that. And Because I guess the way I see checking in is kind of more the latter, what you were saying, like, just keeping up with someone. And then also kind of like, hey, like for instance, like when I go to somewhere, like say I go to any city or whatever, like I want to go where regular people go. Like I don't want to go to like TGI Fridays. They have that everywhere. Like I want to go, but sometimes that dope spot, like, Mama's Fried Chicken, usually it's in a spot that's kind of greasy. So for me, my version of checking in is like, hey, I want to go to these cool places I've heard about, but I don't want to step on no toes. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to go there, enjoy myself, and leave.
That's checking in.
Yeah. So
that's
if you guys
all
came
it
to
is.
Philly, or I came out there, we would call each other.
yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
I'm out here. Word, you out here? Where you at? All right, this is my schedule. We gonna link up Thursday then. All right, cool. I checked in with you. That's all. That's all it is, really. Now, if I didn't know y'all and I was like, yo, NERDSoul, you know what I'm saying? You can't be coming out here and not. You got to check in. I'm all
That's
aggressive on
something
it. I'm
And
all
I'd be like,
aggressive
I don't
on
need
the
to check
camera with
in.
it. Nah, you ain't shooting no more videos out here, homie.
I ain't
Till
checking
you
in with
check
nobody.
me.
Yo, man.
You
I
want
gotta
some
make
whack
sure-
Arnold's? You gotta go through
You got
me.
to go through
Right,
me.
right.
You gotta be like,
Right.
again? What you
Right.
mean?
That's
Yo,
the
as a matter of
energy.
fact, I know about that check-in on Philly because ARCKATRON knows I was out somewhere with this dude, and I don't know where we parked in Philly, but I looked out the window. Remember when I told you it was like abandoned buildings?
Who was you with?
It was with Two Gun, and I was out there. He parked the car. He's like, I'm
Oh.
gonna go in the store, and I looked outside. I was like,
Oh yeah, I remember time.
look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I know what it looks like. I've been there. I've never lived in the projects, but I know people that have lived in. I have family that's lived in the projects. I've been to the projects numerous times, not in Philadelphia, but in DC, in New York, and Chicago. I know what the projects look like. So when I started looking around, I was like, what you mean you going to the store? You going to the store right now? I was like, how long you going to be? I was like, man.
That guy. Oh.
Yo, your boy had the door locked hard. I was like, click. Because it's like abandoned buildings. It's like rubble outside. And like whenever people just walking around and they don't look like they're going nowhere, you know you in the hood. So it's like people walking around, they looking at me, I'm in the car by myself. I was like,
Man.
nah, bruh.
You good.
I need to check in Philly from now on.
Wait,
I was like, look,
what part of Philly was you in though?
I don't know. Because
Oh, you
I don't be in Philly. I don't know nothing about Philly.
should take note of that next time, man. You know what I mean?
It
Might
was
need
an
to check
abandoned
in.
building, and it was definitely
You might
crackheads
need to
walking
check
around.
in, sir.
And be like, he was like, yo, I'm gonna run to the store real quick. I was like, word. Then I started looking around. I was like, hold up. I was like, how long you gonna be? He's
Yeah.
like, nah, bruh. Trying to live. I'm like Big Pun. I'm trying to live.
You heard? You heard?
You know what I'm saying? Almost came home with a Grammy. Man. Moving on, we have some sad news. J.Cole allegedly waited 8 hours for YoungBoy. Never broke
Why is
again.
this sad? What's
But
sad?
he never. Huh?
Tell me, what's sad about this?
What happened?
All right, so YoungBoy never broke again's personal life seems complicated to say the least. With multiple children and several baby mothers, it's a miracle he ever has time to record music. According to academics, the Baton Rouge-bred rapper missed out on a rare opportunity when he left J. Cole waiting for him at the studio for 8 hours. The former Everyday Struggle co-host made the claim during a recent Twitch live session. Quote, J. Cole waited in the studio for 8 hours for YoungBoy to show up. YoungBoy didn't show up. Facts. These are facts. Of course, he has to double down because it's academics. Come on now. All right, so facts. These are facts. Your favorite rapper, in J. Cole, he sat in the studio for 8 hours for a session with YoungBoy. YoungBoy never showed up. Let me be fair to YoungBoy. No disrespect to J. Cole. J. Cole's just a rapper. And then he said he'd be going through stuff. and he's living life. He's going through things. Maybe just got tied up. But even though this is a recounting, I just wanted to say, or I wanted to ask you guys. You are all hip hop luminaries. All of you be dropping hits, dropping jams. How long are you waiting in the studio for someone to show up? Are you waiting 8 hours?
No.
It depends on what studio. I'm just saying.
I mean, it depends on the situation.
I just make a beat or something. If I'm in the studio, I just make some music.
I'm sure he did some things.
Bang out, you know what I mean?
Because I don't know if he was just sitting there scrolling through his phone waiting for him to show up.
I'm sure he didn't scroll through his phone.
He's
for
on
8 hours.
IG, like looking to see if he posts anything on IG.
Watch a movie.
He's looking at young boy's IG, like, yo, he posts anything out? All right.
He over here posting on the
thing, man. If I ask you and you say yeah, you're gonna come through, and then you leave me hanging like that, I can never, ever, ever be comfortable asking you again in life to come through, like, because you just didn't even value me enough as a fellow human to just like give me a courtesy text or something like that and be like, yo, I got some stuff going on. My bad, like I'm not gonna be able to make it. Like, you just didn't even see you so in your feelings or whatever you dealing with that you like, I'm not even gonna say anything. All right, well, cool. That's your prerogative. No hard feelings. But I can't really.
How about you, PL? You waiting 8 hours? You know what I'm saying?
No. 8 out.
I'm banging out. I'm banging out.
No way.
I'm banging out, y'all.
No way, fam. Did I pay for the session or not?
I'm going in.
Like, my question is, who paid for the session?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it was 8 hour free session for me, if I'm J.Cole, I'm banging out, y'all.
Because if he paid for the session, I'm creating everything. I'm bringing my own engineer in. Yeah. Hey, you can go, bro.
Homie recorded a whole album.
After the 8 hours, you can come back in the room. Because all this heat that's being created,
the J.Cole 8 hour
is all going in my pocket, bro.
Marketing.
Oh man.
The J.Cole 8 hour project. Boom.
A new
Marketing.
EP called 8 Hours Waiting for Young Boy or something.
Waiting for Young Boy. That's what you would call Waiting for Young Boy.
What am I? Never mind.
I'm trying to if I was in the studio, I think I could wait. I think I'd give someone up to an hour. That's credible for like LA style traffic. I think I could give someone
you're not gonna be having a lot of sessions. Because you're gonna definitely wait more than an hour for these rappers.
Right.
I have two things though. Like, my whole two things are like, why? I don't know. Like, I just don't get why you couldn't say it.
Like,
I don't get why you couldn't say I'm not coming.
Yeah, that's true. Could just be like, yo, I ain't
like that would not have been hard, fam.
And I don't get Axe thing. Like, I kind of resent it, honestly. Like, I don't think that a person like you don't have any concept of what J. Cole is dealing with or going through at any point in his life for you to say, well, he's just a rapper. Like, young boy, he got real stuff going on. Okay, like
J. Cole ain't got nothing going on. He doesn't have family, friends.
Yeah, like, because I don't put because it's not on the internet. Because it's not on the internet, I don't have nothing going on. Because I'm not street, then my life isn't real. That's ridiculous.
He's just a rapper.
He's just a rapper, you know what I mean? I'm saying, like, young boy, he got real stuff going on. He got the consequences of his decisions going on.
Yeah.
So why am I beholden to the consequences of your decisions like I made them?
Yeah.
I didn't make the circumstances that you're going through.
Yeah.
And while I can be empathetic to the circumstances, that doesn't negate you from having to be professional.
Yeah.
Like, it would have really been nothing to get that man a text message, a phone call. You could have DM'd him, like, fam, like.
So,
and then according to Ack, if you kept reading, he was trying to insinuate that the young boy was sick. So if you were sick and made this session knowing that you was sick and ain't hit me, like, that's not an excuse at this point that you were sick.
Yeah, ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Because you could have hit me. You could have hit one of my people. It would have been nothing for you to do that. Like, nothing.
Like, cell phones are way too available and way too active in our daily lives for you not to be like, boop, 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 I'm sick.
So drama in your life does not make you realer, man.
Yo,
just makes you dramatic.
HighSign just said, like, drama in your life does not make you realer.
It doesn't make you real. It just makes you dramatic, man. Like, you just got drama going. That's it. You got drama going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good point.
In the words of Britney Spears, you're toxic.
Oh man, we got a Britney Spears reference in here. Yo,
I never would have thought.
Never would have thought it. See, that's why you never know what's going to happen.
A Britney Spears
reference
from
Vibes
from
Life.
PL.
Britney Vibes Life. Let's go.
That's an interesting show.
For what it's worth, that song was sampled by Tony Yayo, so it is hip hop.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I guess.
Tony Yayo. Remember the free Yayo shirts?
Yo, I'm not being nice to no rappers today. That's it. I'm not being nice to any more rappers today.
I don't think anybody really gonna fault you for not being nice to Tony Yayo, so I think you're good on that one.
Even though he might be one of the
Tony
people
Yayo,
you might want to
Tony
be nice
Yayo
to.
might shoot at us.
Yayo might be one of the rappers you might want to be
only
nice
talking
to.
about rap. I ain't talking about nothing else other than rap, sir.
Okay.
I got no. I'm not in the street. I'm not
talking
about rap.
We also know
the dudes that be saying in the street probably ain't even in the street.
I'm on the sidewalk. I ain't in the streets. I'm on the sidewalk. Walk straight down the sidewalk.
Anyway, we got one more story. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about one of my favorite producers of all time.
Swizz Beatz?
Swizzy.
Oh
man. No,
it's
Timbaland turns 49 years old. Happy birthday to Timbaland. Much love to Timbo the King. You know what I'm saying? Timbo, you did it. You done made it.
I'm not calling him that, and we know why.
I don't know why.
I know why. I think
what Timbo done did now?
Knows why.
ARCKATRON,
can you tell NERDSoul why I refuse to call
because
him?
There's a rapper from Wu-Tang called Timbo King. Literally.
Really?
Before Timbo was even called Timbo, sir.
Yes.
Oh, dang. I feel you. I'll let you have that. I understand. I'll let you have that. Understood.
I knew that reason. And that's why I rarely call him Timbo.
Thank you, ARCKATRON. Thank you, ARC, Father Part 3.
Part 3.
For the clarification.
I will call him Timbaland for right now. You know what I'm saying? Timbaland.
Not being 49. Nice to no producers today either, even if it's your birthday.
Happy birthday to Beans too.
Happy birthday though.
Happy birthday though.
Timbaland.
Happy birthday to Beans too.
Oh, it's Beanie's birthday?
Yesterday, I think it was.
Remember, Beanie ain't even want to rap. He ain't even want to rap. He was just chilling and Jay-Z signed him.
Many times.
I love
NERDSoul.
NERDSoul, I love Beans. I don't believe
Beans is dope. He got skills. It's just that
whole narrative that Beans ain't want to rap. He was too nice to not want to rap. Fam, I don't believe that narrative.
Dude was full lying. Like later on, I don't know if it was VH1 or something. He's telling a story. He's like, my manager hit such and. I was like, hold on. How you got a manager if you ain't trying to rap?
You want to rap.
I was like, oh. I was like, could you rewind that part real quick? Because all I heard before that moment was, I ain't even want to rap. You know what I'm saying? I was walking to the store and Jay-Z said, you're signed. I was like, well, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly
I
the
guess.
story.
You know what I'm saying? That's how the story was told. So now he's like, my manager hit up such and such. I was like, whoa. How you had a manager? You said you ain't want to rap. So when you get the manager? Because managers come to people that want
to rap.
It wasn't his dream to rap. He feels sorry for those
who did, you know what I mean?
Right, like, wait, huh?
He feels sorry for me.
And he even chased his dream.
Feel sorry
He
for
didn't even
me.
chase it. He feels sorry for those that did, which is me. I'm one of those.
And me.
But I don't need the pity. I don't need the pity. I made my decision.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Thanks.
but
happy birthday.
Made my decision. I love the music. I had a good time in the stuff I made. I make a couple things now, and I just enjoy myself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unfortunately, I wasn't able to be picking up an order from Wingstop and then come out the door and Dame Dash like, yo, man, you look like you can rap. You signed. And I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately.
Seems to be how it was at a certain point.
Yeah, it's like, you're signed. You got the look.
You got a deal.
Signed.
You got a deal. Who's that guy in the back? Oh, that's just our homeboy who wrote it. You got a deal.
Deals for everybody.
You got a deal. And you
Look
got
up here today.
Deals for
Everyone's got a deal.
Where's Lenny S? We signed all of these guys.
Oh man. So there is Timbaland has a little story with him today. Swizz Beatz and Timbaland respond with hellfire after Powers Tariq calls them sellouts for Triller sale. The article goes on saying, leveling up always comes with its share of naysayers, and such is the case for Swizz Beatz and Timbaland in their latest move. After announcing their record-breaking quarantine series Versus has been acquired by Triller Network on Tuesday, March 9th, Power star Michael Rainey, a.k.a. Tariq, the most butt-whoopable child on television, took to his Instagram story to call the legendary producers, quote, sellouts.
Wait, Tariq? What Tariq?
Tariq
From Power.
Kid that don't know how to act. He should have been whooped his butt a long time ago. Tariq, man, do not get me started on Tariq. Tariq should have got smacked in the back of his head numerous times.
His
mother should have popped him in his mouth numerous times. All right? Just mad butt whoopable. I'm just saying. Tariq ain't know how to act.
What does this deal mean? Does this mean that Versus is moving to Triller? What does it mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a step up. It's like a level up, you know.
They sold the company to Triller. They sold Versus to Triller and then took equity in Triller on top of that.
What a sellout.
And then
look at you doing what's best business wise for yourself.
And then the best part of the deal, HighSign, all the members of Versus, all the people that have done Versus are also included in the deal. They got a piece of Triller too. How dope is that?
Sellout. So look at how much of a sellout you are.
What a sellout. You're getting.
I swear people don't.
These dudes out here getting people paid for playing songs on my social media.
Makes a deal and sells the thing that they created, but then looks back and says, you know what? This thing we created was undergirded by the hard work of all these people that gave their time to do this. So we're going to hook them up and put them in the deal too. Sellouts.
Really?
What kind of sellout talk is this?
Right?
What I tell you about butt whoopings? What I tell you? See, even in real life, I'm telling you, man, that Tariq kid, I ain't never like him. And he's never going to be Ghost, so I ain't watching the new show neither.
Why are people paying him attention again?
Because he's a celebrity.
Yeah, he's a celebrity. But he goes on.
No reason is the answer.
But yeah, his quote is, "Can't ever just
Boredom.
have something of our own. It's always about the money." He wrote, "Cool move, but these ends still sellouts." So, all right. Here's
Can't
the
ever
thing.
have something of our own that was being hosted on a platform that's not our own. Did he
Thank
think
you.
this through at all?
So all right. Let's break down this dumb statement. All right.
Let's
So
not break it down.
Michael
It's
Rainey, aka Tariq, is so stupid that he says something of our own. Once, first thing, like you said, it's on Instagram. We don't own Instagram. Now, if you want to talk about the property or the IP, I guess I could give you that. But
now we actually have it on a platform that we own.
Thank you.
How
are the owners of it, stupid?
Triller's owned by? Who's Triller owned by?
I don't know. But then he said they are these ends still sellouts. Hold up. How did they sell out before? Like, they needed to still be a sellout. You had to first sell out.
By that logic, he sold out when he signed on to do this spin-off series. Howard was our thing.
And then, but we own Triller, Swizz responded with a shrug and a laughing emoji. We own everything. Tell who done that. I mean, tell us who done that. Not Timbo. Timbaland added. So it's like, yo, hold up. But we own Triller now. Like, we're like, yo, we up here. We own it. Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
Wait. But wait, who owns Thriller? Cause I'm looking at it right now, and it ain't nobody that
They,
say.
All right,
what
hold
you
on.
said.
This is
they
what
bought stake in the company.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. What y'all both said at the same time? What did you say?
Versus sold versus to Triller. They sold the IP versus to Triller. And in doing so, part of the deal in that was that they are now on the board as part owners of Triller. Like, yo, we'll sell you this IP, but we want a piece of your company in return. And not only just us two, all of the people who've been involved in Versus get a piece too.
Yo, that's an amazing
It's one of the
deal.
best deals I've ever heard of.
Like that.
Where's
that's
the
similar
sellout
to
part?
Yeah, like I'm. That's similar to the
It's
deal that I was
on
talking
homie's
about.
Twitter or whatever he said. That's the only place that exists.
I'm still trying to figure out why people even pay attention to this person.
Yeah.
Ditto.
After
I'm
saying
with
stuff like that.
Basically, he's a black celebrity, so he's got followers and stuff. So. But that was it. That's it for the story. That's it for the stories today. But I was just like, when I saw that, I was like, yo, I don't think they're sellouts. And also for them to still be sellouts, they had to have sold out before. Like, look, all right. That's like, okay, all right, how about this? We're doing Beats Vibes Life, right? This is something that I started with ARCKATRON. We're on YouTube, and I don't know, HBO Max wants it. All right, so HBO Max is like, yo, we want Beats Vibes Life, and we want to pay you to bring it on to HBO Max. And I'll be like, all right, cool. How about this? We'll put it on HBO Max, but give us like, X amount % of ownership of HBO Max. I don't know, revenues or something like that.
That'd be good.
And not only for myself, and not only for myself, but ARCKATRON, Parker Lewiz, and Anwar. And then someone be like, yo, man, look at how NERDSoul sold out. You be like, nah, man, he hooked us up. Like, we good. Like,
People just don't understand business.
Why listen to 20-year-old right now? I'm sorry, man.
He's
He's 20. 2-0.
Well, yeah, he is 20. He is 20.
We just talked about how old is Timbaland? 49?
49, yeah. So, yeah, I guess to a certain degree, you can't even argue with someone that's like, you got to just be like, all right,
It's not an argument.
Yeah.
The comment was
because it's similar to the Jay-Z deal. Like, at least
he talked
the
about them too.
Oh no.
He pooped on them too. He pooped on Hov too.
But the Jay-Z deal looks like a good deal. I mean, it seems like he still gets.
I don't get it, fam. I don't get it.
So okay,
I don't get why we even talking about it. First, like, there's a 29 age gap. I think someone who's 49 knows a little something about business.
True.
Getting
True
people,
that,
you know.
true that.
All right, well, moving on.
So with that said,
I propose that we move on.
Tariq is still the most butt whoopable child. He's
I've
never going to be
watched Power,
Ghost.
so I've only heard the stories from people who do.
He's never going to be Ghost. He does not have the power, and he's still ignorant and blind to the facts. And it doesn't matter how many people are on his show, he's still going to fail because he's dumb. So with that said, down in the bottom square, you know him, you love him, Anwar HighSign.
Yo, thanks for tuning in.
You're like, we out, peace.
Man.
Look, man, you know how it is, y'all.
If you wanna find me, Google. I actually come up.
The link is down below, y'all. Y'all can check out the link below. Click that, and y'all be good. The Admiral Square. PL Parker Lewiz.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out for everybody that's gonna be watching later. Parker PL Lewiz, Lewiz. Yeah, man. Help the Bears out now. Streaming on all platforms.
Help the Bears.
Go run the numbers up, man. Featuring all the Horsemen.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And we're gonna ride,
Shout
y'all.
to chat.
And NERDSoul. ARCKATRON.
ARCKATRON, tell them where they can find you.
ARCKATRON.com, y'all. You can find all my stuff there. I just shipped out a tape today, so I still got a couple tapes left. So if y'all want them, go to ARCKATRON.com. You can find my music on the first link. When you click on the start link, music, bye, discography, you can find all my music there. Bye. Bye.
And before I sign off, Help the Bear. You say it in the intro of the album, PL, but if you could really break down real quick your Mamba mentality around this project and what Help the Bear means.
Help the Bear was basically based off of I heard that interview, and basically that's where the whole premise of the project came from. But it was a line from Kobe Bryant, and they were asking him in an interview, they were basically like, if you see me in a fight with the bear, don't help me, pray for the bear. Like, it's a certain mentality that you have to have, because if you don't have this mentality, man, you're just gonna get ran over in life. And you have to stand up for yourself. You have to have that confidence, that resolve in yourself that, hey, anything is possible. I can fight a bear. The bear should be scared of me. It's a matter of purpose. That's all it is.
So it's not about saving the endangered. Wow.
Wow.
I thought it was about wildlife.
This just in. You heard it first. Parker Lewiz hates bears and wants to harm bears.
He wanted us to help them. He doesn't. He doesn't want that help
because he's harming them.
I mean, you have a bear on the cover. Like, what's
so PL, are you saying to the American people right now that you are a danger to the American bears? Go.
No, I am not. No, I'm not. No.
Okay.
We want to help the bears too.
Your messaging is really mixed right now. I don't.
Nah, but I get you. With that said, NERD, SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all them places.
Now you want to say
thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. Hit that thumbs down if you don't. But if you hit that thumbs down, I'm gonna send a bear after you. All right, brown bear, grizzly bear, black bear, teddy bear. All right, Pooh the bear, all them bears. All right, they're coming to hit you. All right, Teddy Ruxpin, all of them. And then with that podcast, listen. Spotify for that music. We're gonna leave y'all with some Help the Bear, a little preview, and some ARCKATRON from us to you. We're just saying thanks for watching and peace.
We're gonna rise to the top.
And a woo for you. Help the band.
We out, y'all. Peace.
Anwar HighSign. ARCKATRON.
I'm the man, yes sir, that killed the bear barehanded so the people won't forget it. Getting money for our legal to drink. I care what a broke nigga think.
Just like the Parker Lewiz.
Look, everything I do so cold. I can do this, both eyes closed. Too short, I stay on my toes. About that guap boy, anything goes. Help the bear if we outside. Help the bear if we outside. Still tipping, baby, nothing changed. I'm still grinding over here, yeah. Still sliding through my own lane. Shorty, nothing funny over here. Dallas rain everywhere around me. Dream to get money. Made it through the storm, living sunny. Dreams came true, now we eating. I got more dreams to chase, gotta reach them. Trying to put a team together like the Hunger Games. Everybody grinding cause we all came from Hunger.